For tonight's event, as we also have Ryuji Ito from Big Japan Pro Wrestling in the house to take on Nate Webb a little bit later. So appropriately, she will officiate this women's title defense. This is Lacey's second title defense, of course, taking on yourself, Daisy, in Lafayette, Indiana, in a knockout or submission rules matchup at the One More Time event. Question is just how long she'll be able to hold on to that belt.
I don't know. She's got some tough women to compete against, Dave.
And again, this is a rematch from the second round of the women's title tournament. Lacey came up with the victory in their first meeting, singles style, during the tournament.
In which she cheated?
Well, she countered the Desecrator of MsChif, sweeped the free leg, and wound up hitting her with her feet on the ropes for extra leverage. So yeah, shady tactics to get that victory and advance to the finals. Pissed off a lot of fans that wanted to see MsChif make it to the finals. So therefore we have granted MsChif an opportunity, a title shot here tonight in Highland.
And she deserves it.
Both of these women have a lot of submission-based holds in their repertoire. MsChif very athletic for her size. Lacey trimming down and spending a lot more time in the gym as of late. Some of you may recall some of her earlier matches in IWA competition during 2002 and 2003. But in excellent shape and worked her way through that tournament to become the champion. But she's going to have to defend that title as she now has her legs wrapped around the throat of MsChif. Excellent agility, doing a headstand out of that, screams right in the face of Lacey and strikes.
She's a scary chick.
Yes, she is, and you got to watch out for that green mist. Allison Danger felt that. Actually, it was red mist at the tournament, but Allison Danger felt that. You've been the victim of it. ODB, Mickey Knuckles, very green. And great athleticism. Maneuver your way out of the wrist lock and into the side headlock.
She's flexible too, man.
Elbow to the midsection and a second from Lacey. Sends MsChif into the ropes. Steps over Lacey. Monkey flips her over. And Lacey very happy with herself, but hey, turn around, MsChif's back on her feet. Drop toe hold. Face first down to the mat goes Lacey. Now with a hold of the hands and the legs tied up as well.
The protractor.
Has her shoulders down on the canvas, but Lacey rolls that shoulder up the last split second. Making Lacey fight her way out of several near falls right there. And Lacey doesn't want any part of that. MsChif comes charging, and Lacey just grabbed hold of her gear and tossed her through the ropes and out to the floor. Off the apron, she comes with the double axe handle. Going to work on MsChif out on the floor. Lacey not really known for a brawling style, but I guess she knows the title is on the line and is in jeopardy, and she's got to do whatever it takes to hold on to it. Goes for the cover, only two. And now blatant choke right in front of the official. Again. And again, right in front of the official. Breaking right before the referees, kind of borrowing a page out of Sumiya Sakai's playbook. Breaking right at the count of 4. Yeah. It's a lot cuter when Sumiya does it.
I agree. Even when Sumi's pulling on my hair, it's a lot cuter than
It was
that
even
Lacey.
cute.
Man, that's the 4th time she's pulled her hair.
And again, handful of hair. And she will be back in IWA competition very soon. Made her debut on the 29th and 30th of last month. An impressive victory against Rain in her first IWA appearance at the tag team title tournament show. But right now, Lacey with another forearm shot to MsChif. Backs MsChif against the rope, sends her in, reversal of the whip. Lacey holds on, side Russian leg sweep, holding onto it. Pulling MsChif back up. And drives her down with the Cobra Clutch to the canvas. Nice combination of moves right there. Goes for the cover with a hook of the leg, but MsChif kicks out.
You know, she has all these strong moves, but she still goes back to cheating in the middle of the match. I just don't get it, Dave.
And it's not really necessary because she is a very skilled wrestler.
See, that's what I think too. There's no need to be doing that kind of stuff in a wrestling match. Keep it peaceful, fair, just.
And she has the talent. Just has a little bit more of the attitude now after aligning herself with Rain. Basically the pissed off vets. We were here first. Taking issue with yourself, with Mickey taking their spot in IWA, but we're doing a full-scale women's division, and they're going to have to get used to it. Right now, Lacey going to work on the back of MsChif. Double knees right into the back.
It's a good thing that MsChif is flexible. Otherwise, that could have broken her in half.
And went to the well once too often. Meets nothing but the turnbuckles, and down to the canvas she goes. As now MsChif, a little bit of payback.
We've seen this in the tournament. This is sick.
Off the second rope.
Oh!
Looking for the double stop down onto the back. Lacey saw it coming and moved out of the way. Goes for the spin kick. MsChif saw that coming, blocked it. Ducks underneath the elbow attempt. Knees right into the back. Lacey comes out on the better end of the exchange and goes for the cover. 2. No. Tries one more time. Can't put her away. Rolling MsChif underneath the turnbuckle. I don't know what she's got in mind right here. Clubbing forearms to the back.
What is this?
Looks like she's going to stretch her back out on the ring post. Utilizing the ring post for the leverage on this. Referee's got to break that and get him back inside the ring. And again, focusing on the back. Could maybe looking for a submission victory tonight against MsChif.
I'm feeling it for MsChif tonight. After that submission match with Lacey last weekend, still in pain.
And MsChif hanging in there. Gets that shoulder up. Who do you think has the edge in this particular match? You know both of these women very, very well. Who's your pick?
I think MsChif can do it.
Well, Lacey has shown that she's
slick moves.
She does.
Lacey's beating her with blows, but MsChif can work out of that. She's strong. She can take the heat.
And we also have seen that Lacey's willing to take as many shortcuts as is necessary to hold on to that belt.
Yes, she is, which is not very honorable, being the women's champion.
Not really. Takes the legs out for MsChif once again. Back down on the canvas. Has the legs in the Indian deathlock position. Grabs hold of the chin. A modification of the Moodalock with her own body to the side. Bridges up. Again, putting strain on the neck and the back of MsChif, which has been the target of Lacey thus far. Drops the elbow as well. Off the ropes she comes. Cartwheel into the elbow across the back. Goes for the cover once again as the crowd here in Highland gets behind MsChif. Knee right into the back, pulling back on the arm, stretching that back out even more.
She's firing up.
Back on her feet at a standing position is MsChif. Boot to the midsection. Lacey still on her feet though. Going for that right into the octopus. See if she can hook the arm. She does. Good agility from MsChif right there. We can see Lacey submit right here. It's right in the middle of the ring.
How about that? MsChif's got...
She counters it into a modification of the air raid crash right on her head.
I thought that was it.
Nice counter, yeah. She had that right in the middle of the ring, nowhere near the ropes, but she was able to catch her and drop her down right on her neck. I can't put her away. And Lacey letting the fans' support of MsChif get to her right now. Getting a little frustrated. Contemplating her next maneuver. Sends her in chest first, forearm to the back. Again, staying on that body part. Third time's the charm. This time a spin kick to the back. This time MsChif couldn't see it coming. Goes for the cover. Took too long to go down and make that cover. Lacey being forced to give it her all here. She is going to have to be a fighting champion. You got a lot of hungry women that want to wear that strap around their waist.
Including me.
Including you.
It looked good with my flat.
Maybe looking for the implant DDT right there, but MsChif counters out of that. What does she call that again? Is that the gateway to annihilation?
I think that is a gateway to annihilation.
Driving the elbow across the sternum of Lacey. This could give MsChif a few seconds to catch her breath, regroup, make her way back up. Lacey, the first one up, pulling MsChif up to a standing position, but MsChif screams right in her face, and a lariat takes her down. MsChif getting a little bit aggressive. Back elbow sends Lacey to the canvas as well.
Take that, Lacey.
Back on her feet, into a neck breaker from MsChif. Goes for the cover, 2. No, Lacey kicks out at 2.5. See if MsChif can keep the momentum in her favor right here. Boots Lacey in the midsection. On her back she goes.
Going for the code green.
Code green, 1, 2. Oh, so close to a new women's champion. Couldn't keep her down. Last split second, Lacey able to kick out of the maneuver.
Lacey's a strong competitor, sticks with it.
And taking issue with the referee right here. I don't know, that was 2.
She's giving Lacey.
She needs to stay on her, yeah, might be wasting too much time.
What she got up her sleeve for us?
Lacey down on the canvas, MsChif climbing the turnbuckles. Lacey pulls her back down inside the ring. Oh, what a forearm shot. You can hear that back here. Places MsChif on the top rope. Draping the legs of MsChif over the ropes into a neck breaker out of the corner.
That hurts.
And that jars the neck and the back of MsChif.
I've been victim.
But very close to the ropes. She didn't pull her into the center of the ring before going for the cover. She pulls her away from the ropes, goes for the cover. But no, she had to do it. She had to do it right away. Took too long. And now Lacey taking issue with the referee. I don't know how good her English is. But yeah, 2. That's pretty much universal, saying 2 instead of 3. Lacey pulling MsChif back up. Going for the green mist. Lacey rolled out of the way. Catches the head of MsChif. Going for the implant DDT. MsChif gets out of that. Looking for the desecrator now. Lacey counters. Implant DDT from Lacey. 1, 2, and 3. Lacey retains the title. A hard-fought battle by MsChif. Hard-fought battle by both women, but Lacey just had a little bit more on her side, maybe a little bit more aggressiveness, bent the rules a little bit, and is still the women's champion.
She knew what to look out for with the miss, Dave.
And they both,
she was on top of her game.
They both almost saw each other's maneuvers coming before they were able to go for it, able to counter out of the desecrator. MsChif able earlier to counter out of the implant DDT, but Lacey able to hook it and score the maneuver, score the victory, still the women's champion.
Nice job, ladies. Look, this nice guy's trying to help MsChif. She's being rude.
Nobody should try to help MsChif because they might get a face full of green.